There's a kind of strength that doesn't need to raise its voice. It doesn't beg to be seen. It doesn't chase approval. And it doesn't change with the crowd. This strength is called integrity. And in a world built on appearances, where everything from our beliefs to our identities is curated, filtered, and sold back to us, integrity has become a quiet act of defiance. Integrity isn't just about being honest. It's not just telling the truth or following rules. It's something deeper, more difficult, more whole. The word integrity comes from integer, which means intact, undivided, complete. To live with integrity means you're not split in half by fear. You don't betray yourself to be accepted. You don't bend your values just to be liked or to win. You are one person, not many masks, not fragments stitched together for different rooms. But here's the thing most people miss. Integrity is invisible. You don't get applause for resisting temptation. No one sees you tell the truth when lying would be easier. There are no medals for doing the right thing when no one's watching. Integrity is the decision to stay faithful to your inner compass. Even when silence would protect you. Even when compromise would reward you. Even when nobody would ever know you sold yourself out. It's easy to look like a person of principle when it costs nothing. It's much harder when it means losing something. Status, money, opportunities, friendships, comfort. That's the test. Not what you believe when it's convenient, but what you do when it's inconvenient. You see, every person will face moments in life where a line is drawn. Sometimes it's loud and dramatic, but most of the time, it's quiet. Just a moment between you and your conscience. Will you cheat because everyone else does? Will you flatter because it earns you favor? Will you stay silent when your voice could cost you something? That's where integrity lives. Not in your words, but in the choices you make when no one is watching. In a world of mirrors, where everyone reflects what they think others want to see, the one who dares to be whole becomes rare, almost alien. And because of that, integrity can feel like loneliness. You might lose people. You might walk alone. You might feel misunderstood. But the price of integrity is nothing compared to the cost of living a lie. Because when you betray your inner truth, even if the whole world applauds you, you know something inside you has fractured. You can't sleep the same. You can't look in the mirror the same. You start to feel hollow, like you've traded something sacred for something temporary. Integrity is about alignment. Your thoughts match your words. Your words match your actions. Your actions match your values. There's no dissonance, no hidden terms, no double life. You're not one person at work and another at home. Not one person in public and someone else in private. You stop performing and start being. But this doesn't mean perfection. Having integrity doesn't mean you never mess up. It means when you do, you take responsibility. You don't hide. You don't spin. You don't look for someone else to blame. You own it. You learn. You repair the damage, even if it's hard. Because a person with integrity doesn't avoid discomfort, they confront it. Not because it feels good, but because it's right. And that's the deeper beauty of integrity. It's not just about morals. It's about identity. Who are you when no one else is in the room? What's your name when it's only you who has to say it? There's a kind of peace that comes from knowing you haven't sold yourself out. No matter how chaotic the world is outside, you're steady inside. That doesn't come from ego. It doesn't come from image. It comes from a deeper knowing, a sense that you've remained faithful to something sacred within. It's easy to live without integrity. That's the default now. We're taught to adapt, to perform, to strategize. We're told to say what people want to hear, to hide the truth if it's uncomfortable, to pretend we're something we're not, if it pays well. But that path, eventually, eats you alive. Because the more you betray yourself, the less of yourself remains. Integrity asks something harder of you, to be loyal to the truth, even when it's inconvenient, to stay grounded, even when the world wants you to float away, to stand alone, if that's what it takes to stay whole. And ironically, it's this kind of quiet courage that people eventually come to trust, not charisma, not brilliance, not charm, but the one who does what's right, even when no one's watching, even when no one claps. So the next time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, what would I choose if there were no audience? What would I do if I had to live with this choice alone? That's where the voice of integrity lives. And when you listen to it, over time, you'll find something rare. Not just respect from others, but peace within yourself. A peace that no amount of praise, success, or status could ever replace.
If this made you pause, if you're drawn to deeper truths and quiet strength, then you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, and keep exploring with us. See you in the next one.